What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another beer review. Today we got one from Avery Brewing Company out of Boulder, Colorado. This is One Ping Only. One Ping Only from the movie Hunt for Red October, spoken by Mr. Sean Connery. Awesome movie. Go check it out if you haven't. We usually get a lot of like Avery stuff around me, but I couldn't tell you the last time I've had an Avery beer. It's just not something that I really go out and like look for. But every time that they release one of these barrel-aged series beers, I always pick it up because I think that they always do like a pretty good job of these guys. So I saw this one and I hadn't seen it before, so I grabbed it. This one is number 63 in their barrel-aged series. It's a Russian Imperial Stout aged in bourbon barrels with tart cherries. 12 fluid ounce bottle. 13.6 ABV. Has a bottled on date here of October 24th, 2022, so 4.5 months in the bottle. It says here production 76 bourbon barrels. Number 63, the hunt for our next barrel-aged beer took our road brewers into treacherous waters. Aged for 4 months in bourbon barrels. This complex and rich stout carries notes and it has tasting notes. Don't want to get into that because I want to see what it is for myself. A couple months back, we reviewed the KBS chocolate cherry that they did. I think I still have a bottle over here. Yeah, this guy. This guy, it was a good, pretty good. The cherries, if you call it a chocolate cherry, give me some cherries. It was a little lacking in the cherry department, for my personal opinion. I'm hoping this one delivers a little bit more, because like I said in that video, I love some chocolate covered cherries, and that's what I want. If you say it on there, deliver it. Let's find out. Coming out, it kind of looks like cola colored. It's not as dark as I thought it was going to be. Yeah, I mean you can see some light. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there is definitely some light coming in around the edges and through the bottom of this guy. I was expecting to be a lot darker than this, but hey. Yeah, holding it up to the light, it's like a really, really, really dark amber. Interesting. Finger and a half, fingerish head, pillowy, kind of a little off-white bubbles. Okay. Gets the roastiness of it, some of those roasted malts. There's a chocolatiness to this as well. So I'm kind of digging on. It's kind of like a baker's chocolate going on. As far as the cherries go, there is some sort of tartness coming through on this. But I couldn't, if you didn't tell me that there was cherries in it, I couldn't really pinpoint that that's what it was. Yeah, let's dive in. Cheers. There's definitely more of a cherry presence in this guy than the KBS. Right up front, kind of poked with a little bit of that cherry tartness. Then as it passes through, a nice roastiness kind of picks up with a nice dark chocolate coming in about 3/4 of the way through. Finishes with that tart cherry. Yep. That tartness kind of lasts throughout with the midway with the roastiness and the chocolatiness kind of overlaying, then fading out with that tart cherry finish. Definitely at 13.6%. You do get a little bit of the booze, but it's not distracting from the beer. You can tell it kind of warms the throat a little bit. Really nice amount of carbonation in this guy. Whenever it poured, I was expecting it to be darker, heavier than it was. But it actually drinks a little bit heavier than what it poured, if that makes any sense. A touch over medium to full body, medium, touch over medium body, which I think is just fine for this. I wouldn't expect more with it being that high percent. But yeah, this one delivers. This one continues to deliver on the barrel aged series that I like. Yeah, that tartness kind of lingers. There's kind of like the tartness lingers, and that heat kind of kicks in. It's kind of like a tart heat in the back end going in there. It's not unpleasant. It's different. Yeah, I kind of dig this one. I think I like this one a whole lot better than the KBS variant that they did. $4.99 it ran me. I know that they do also come in 4-packs, so you're probably looking at a $18 to $20 4-pack in your area. Price may vary, but yeah, this one's definitely a winner in my book. It's definitely a slow sipper. That heat is still in there, but it's nice. It delivers. It delivers a whole lot more than the KBS does. I mean, it says bourbon barrels with tart cherries. You can tell because that tartness hits you right up front. It just carries on throughout, and it's lingered. Still lingers. There is a little bit of a coffee note now that I'm kind of speaking it out. On the exhale there at the very end, there's a little coffee presence in it as well that I don't really get throughout the sip, but kind of throughout the finish, it kind of presents itself. What does it say on those tasting notes that we went passed over? Notes of dark chocolate, vanilla. Not getting very much vanilla, but with those bourbon barrels, I'm sure that palate's better than mine could probably pick it up. And coffee, yeah, okay, coffee balanced with the ping of fresh tart cherries. The coffee only comes to me in the very end. No vanilla. There is definitely a chocolate and tart cherries. Yeah, tart cherries are throughout. And so it is navigate this dangerous mission with care. I guess they're playing off that whole Hunt for Red October thing. Brewed with Rocky Mountain water, malted barley, oats, tart cherries, hops, and yeast. So they are using actual cherries in this and not a cherry extract or any cherry juice, which kudos for them. I dig that. Yeah, I think this one's definitely a winner. Yeah, I mean that tartness is still kind of lingered on there, and that warmth is kind of starting to make its way down. So yeah, definitely a winner in my book. Like I said, 13.6% total sipper. You don't want to be pounding these, and that's exactly what I'm getting ready to do. Sip it, not pound it. I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of this one. Hope y'all find one enjoy as well. Cheers. Oh, and that lace, top notch. Cheers.